Hello students, now we will continue our chapter with this case study. Now in this case study we will study about the Britishers and their interference with the territory of Awadh. Now what happened in the Treaty of 1801 with the British and the Nawabs of Awadh, an arrangement was made that was very beneficial to the company. They were able to use the vast treasure repeatedly digging into them for loans at reduced rates. The Nawabs were only ceremonial kings. Now what is happening? Now the Britishers are using the treasure of Awadh, asking the Nawab for a loan at very minimum rate, but and also the king don't have any solid power. These are just ceremonial king. Like if there is any function, they were called and nothing else. Okay. In 1856, the East India Company first moved its troops to the border and then annexed the state, which was placed under its chief commissioner Sir Henry Lawrence. Wajid Ali Shah, then Nawab, was imprisoned and exiled by the company to Calcutta. In the subsequent revolt of 1857, his 14-year-old son British Kadra was crowned the ruler. Following the rebellion's defeat, Kadra and other rebel leaders obtained asylum in Nepal. During the revolt, the son of the Nawab was the 14-year-old son of Nawab. British Kadra was crowned as a ruler, but when the revolt ended, he take asylum in Nepal. When Lord Dalhousie annexed Awadh in 1856, it was greatly resented by the people as the Awadh Nawabs had always been loyal to the British. This evoked sympathy in the people for the Nawab of Awadh, who was already suffering at the hands of the British. Even a large number of Sipahis who come from Awadh were arranged and they created atmosphere of rebel. The Sipahis rose in a revolt on 30th May 1857. They surrounded the presidency where all Europeans had taken refuge. Then began alongside by the Sipahis for 8 months. The Sipahis were inspired by the Begum Hazrat Mahal and Maulvi Ahmadullah Shah. Henry Lawrence died during this period. The fate of revolt was decided by the failure of Sipahis in Awadh. Though they were more in number, they failed to remove the British. Now what happened? When Lord Dalhousie annexed the Awadh in 1856, the Awadh Nawabs, the people, they were greatly resented by the people. Why? Because the Nawab of Awadh were always been loyal to the British. So the Sepoys who created the revolt, they gather around the place where the European have taken shelter, but they failed. There are many reasons of their failure, but they were helped by Begum Hazrat Mahal and Maulvi Ahmadullah for 8 months, but they were failed in the revolt. Next, the suppression of the revolt. The revolt saw strong unity among Hindus and Muslims. They fought like brothers. The British tried to divide them on communal lines, but these attempts were foiled. The rebels accepted Bahadur Shah Zafar as a king and railed around him. He became the symbol of unity in India, but this widespread revolt was suppressed within a year. Delhi was recaptured by the British in September of the same year. So the revolt tells us about the unity of the Hindus and Muslims. They fought against the British collectively. The British also try to divide it on them on the basis of religion, but they don't divide. They make Bahadur Shah Zafar as their king and they go through around him. But what happened in September, the British captured the Delhi in same year. Bahadur Shah Zafar was imprisoned and exiled to Rangoon in Burma, where he died in 1862. He has 3 sons who were also executed at Khuni Darwaza in Delhi. And on September 1858, Lucknow was also captured again by the British Army. Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi, and she was defeated, and even Gwalior, which she had captured from the Scindia, who supported the British. The Scindia were the British supporters. It was also captured by the British Army. So the British Army was taking all things back. She was also killed fighting in Gwalior in June 1858. Kuwar Singh, the rebellion leader of West Bihar, was sustained the wound, but he died in April 1858. The struggle was carried out by his brothers, but they were also defeated in 1859. So everyone is getting defeated by the Britishers. Nana Sahib also fled to Nepal. Tandya Tope kept on fighting for 2 years. In Rajputana and Central India, but he was betrayed by a friend and he was also killed in 1858. The suppression of the revolt was followed by various autocracies by British. This was committed on both the rebels and civilians in revenge for humanity committed by the Indian troops. So now what are the Britishers doing? They are spreading havoc on civilians, that the Indians have done this on them. So the rebel states were looted and killed. Even thousands of people's rebellions were killed. Also in only Awadh itself 1,50,000 people were killed.